Hi everybody. Well, I have a couple things. My new HD camera that we just got. And I also have a scratch on my nose because I was wrestling with my 12-year-old this morning and I got my nose scratched. So we've got this cool thing right here. This video is for our first week back in hybrid, and I just want to show you a couple visuals of the thing we're going to start studying. So we're going to start studying light in astronomy, and light is important because that's pretty much almost entirely all the information we get in astronomy when we're trying to study something is the light from it. So we're going to start with the basics where we break down what does light from different objects look like. And we're going to start with gas in tubes. So this is a tube, and on it says hydrogen. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Will it focus if I go up that close? If I get out of the screen? Still learning how to use this HD camera. Well, hopefully you can see that says hydrogen right there. Okay. And that's going to go in here on this thing that says danger. Okay. And then this one's helium, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Right here, if you can see that in the light, it says He for helium. That's going to go in this one. And this is the first light we're going to examine is just hydrogen and helium. And I'm going to give you an assignment this week that just discusses where you'll read about what light is. It's not just the light we can see. There are other types of light also and how that relates to astronomy. So let's start by doing this. I'm going to turn on the hydrogen. And hopefully you can tell. Let me turn the light off and see if this looks better. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. So the hydrogen is kind of purple. And if I turn on the helium, if I can find the switch, the helium is kind of yellow. Can you kind of tell that on this new HD camera? The hydrogen's kind of, ouch, that was kind of a little hot. The hydrogen's kind of purple and the helium's kind of yellow. I'm going to go turn the light on again. What's happening here, by the way, is these tubes, this tube is filled with hydrogen gas, this tube is filled with helium gas, and we're just running electricity through it, which gives a lot of energy to the gas, and then the gas has to emit that energy back out, and we get these colors. Then, if you were in class, we would then use this thing, which is called a handheld spectrograph, to actually look at these gas tubes, and there's a thing called a diffraction grating here that breaks up the light into kind of like a prism does, or like if you've ever seen a rainbow, kind of like that, only it does it with these colors. And it would look like this. You get right up close to it and look. And you get right up, that was the hydrogen, right up close to the hydrogen and look. And right up close to the helium and look. And when that happens, it breaks the light into its individual components. Kind of like when sunlight gets broken into a rainbow. I'm going to show you on this video. If we look at the hydrogen, the purple one, it looks like this. Hopefully now a picture is showing with a scale and like a red line and a blue line and maybe a faint purple line. That's what hydrogen has in it. That's what it's made out of, is those wavelengths of light. If we look at helium, the orange one, it looks like this. Now hopefully I'm showing you a spectrum of helium now that has a few colored lines. That's the individual colors that this light is made of. Now, when we look at it, hydrogen just looks purple to our eyes. Helium looks yellow. But when we break it up with a handheld spectrograph or a prism, we see those individual colors. Sunlight looks white to our eyes. But when we break sunlight up into its individual colors, we see the colors of the rainbow. And if we're even more specific, we can see some little faint lines in there too. So that's what we're starting to study. What happens when you break light into its components? I'm going to turn these off. Okay. You will have today an assignment. That's the first thing to do after you watch this video is do the assignment where you're going to do a little bit of reading and answer some questions. There's actually an option A and an option B. I'll let you choose which one you want to do. They're very similar. Option B, just I took out like 2 of the questions. But if you want a little more of a challenge, do option A. It's got a couple extra questions. That's the first thing you're going to do this week after you watch this video is go do that reading assignment so you can get some background knowledge. And then we'll go on from there. Okay, thanks.